In this video, we're going to be taking a quick look at some RhinoShield accessories for your Apple gear, namely the iPhone 11, the Pro, and the Pro Max as well, which we have and we'll be showing the cases for. We've also been testing the iPhone 11 as well with the cases, and also the Apple Watch, which we have here. Head on over to packhacker.com for more information, link in the description below. So we'll kick it off with the RhinoShield SolidSuit, which is pretty well known now. We've got the iPhone 11 Pro Max here, but we've also got a load of the iPhone 11 accessories. Rebecca's been testing them out with her iPhone 11, but we've got the iPhone 11 Pro Max. This is Tom's one, and this is my one here. So kicking it off with the SolidSuit, as I said before, it's a pretty straightforward case. As you can see here, it's got this nice honeycomb texture, and it feels, super sturdy. They are relatively easy to get on. They can be super tough to get off. You kind of have to, really force it off. It feels a little bad at some points, when you're really trying to get it off, but it's been ultimately fine. Just takes a little bit more work than you'd expect. But that's great because it obviously means that, it's really tightly on there. It's never going to fall off. And yeah, overall, been really digging this one here. So this one is what Tom's been using. We got the leather, and we've got the phone actually in this one. The leather feels really nice. The side, we've just got, this normal kind of plasticky material around the side, but delivers a load of protection. We've dropped this a few times, and it's been absolutely fine so far. And we'll just pop that one back around. Coming back to this one, this is kind of like their normal material. This is your go-to standard case. We will just say very quickly that you can pick up some buttons. So you pop them in these little holes here, and show you on this one quick. You can see how you can swap them out from a black button to, we've got lavender here. You get a pack of buttons. You can also choose which ones to get when you order them, which is quite cool. So we've got that plain one there. We've got these two, which one of them's carbon. I think one of them's like a brush steel look. You'll be able to find them on their website pretty easy, and also over on packhacker.com. Pretty similar all around, just a different texture and a nice little look. The carbon one is the one that Rebecca actually has on her iPhone 11. She wasn't a big fan of just the matte black, so something that gives it a little extra. Looks quite cool. And then obviously the leather one, probably the most premium feeling one of the bunch, but ultimately pretty similar. They fit, really nice and snug around the outside, and you've got a little hole through there for your mute button. The buttons work really well, and because you can customize them, that's even better. And the cutouts, haven't got any problems with this whatsoever. Just a really solid case, or a solid suit, as I would say. It does add a good amount of bulk to your iPhone, especially the iPhone 11 Pro Max, which is already a huge phone. And I will say that when you take these cases off, as we've been testing a few around, you forget just how beautifully designed and thin an iPhone 11 Pro Max is. You do lose a little bit of that with a case, but hey, at least it's protected, which is the main thing. Then moving on, we've got kind of this stuff over here, which is a mixture of the CrashGuard NX and the Mod NX. Now, from what I can tell, the CrashGuard NX and Mod NX are the exact same. It's basically just a bumper for what you get. Now, the Mod NX is teed up as a way of you having a modular case system. So, for instance, if you just say this is the bumper one, you take this out, which also you get different colors. As you can see here, we've got a purple with this lavender rim, and you can choose a different rim when you check out, which is nice. And you then pop this into this like this, and you can get, this one's just the boring kind of black, which actually doesn't look that good because it's a little see-through. If you're going to get it to be like this, then we'd recommend just getting a solid suit. It's all built into one. But this design means you can have a load of different backs, which is cool. So you can basically switch them out, and you can get more ones, which is really nice. Now, from our testing, the Mod NX and the CrashGuard NX are the exact same, so you can still buy the CrashGuard NX, which is kind of just to be like this. You've got this bumper, it's basically just a bumper, and you've got the clear back, but you could buy this, and you could also then, pop, or at least this one anyway, pop this onto the back of it and have it out. The problem is if you do that with this one, you do have to take this rim off. It doesn't work with it, so you kind of lose that customizability, but you get to, you know, have a ton of different designs with this. They sell a few, and I think, I'm not sure how many they do, but, you know, there's some really cool designs on there for you to use with that. So that's kind of the CrashGuard NX and the Mod NX. Go and see what one you like. Loads of different customizability with both, and I've been digging this. I used this one for about a week after, just to test it out. I love that you can feel the back, and it raises over the camera still, so that's protected and gives you a good amount of protection. It does take a little while to get used to because there's nothing on the back, but it protects the most important parts. So yeah, really enjoyed this one and the customizability. Hopefully I've explained the CrashGuard NX and Mod NX as well. If not, head on over to their site through our packhacker.com link below, and maybe you can judge it a little bit better. And then finally, we have got this watch here. Now, actually doesn't look like there's anything on it at the moment, but there's this case, which is from RhinoShield as well, and it pretty well matches up with this kind of normal SolidSuit, and I've been digging this, just having these two, you know, plain black, all feels and looks the same, which is nice. And yeah, it doesn't add too much bulk. It does take a little while to get used to, but I was used to it pretty much straight away. And you know, when you've got this thing on your wrist and you for some reason bang it or scrape it, it's going to scrape the case and not the really expensive Apple Watch that you have. So I'll pop that back down there, and that one's a really good price as well. So if you've got a watch, definitely recommend picking up one of those. So there we have it. That was, you know, just a quick overlook of the RhinoShield products we have. That's their kind of full iPhone 11 line, the SolidSuit, the Mod NX, and the CrashGuard NX. And we've been testing them out, and we used their previous version as well, and have been digging them overall. Haven't had any problems with them. And yeah, for more information, head on over to packhacker.com, and if you'd like to see more in-depth reviews, then make sure to check out our main channel too.